What's going on, everyone? I am Trayvon Miles, alongside the one and only Jonah Restuccio. Welcome into the Delmarva Sports Insider.
That's right, and that's the only show giving you in-depth analysis to all local sports here on the shore.
That's exactly right. Coming up in tonight's episode, Milford Lacrosse looking to take the Henlopen South title. The only thing in their way, guess who? Rival Lake Forest. Those highlights coming up later.
And for the college scene, it's the postseason time for Salisbury men's and women's lacrosse. Could both teams capture the CAC conference crown? Well, of course, we'll have that answer to that later on in the show.
That's exactly right. And the Shorebirds in their wildest game of the season. You must see these highlights later on tonight. Welcome inside the show you know and love, Delmarva Sports Insider. Of course, we had a great week of action, as always. That's always usually the case with us. But we got to start with the best matchup of the best two teams with the top two records
you got a lot
in the
of tops
first
there.
state. Exactly right, and in the first state.
Exactly.
They messed up on the dime, and not only the 11th win on the line for both Cesar Rodney and Cape Henlopen earlier this week, also sole possession of first place in that Henlopen North. This is a game you were at
it was a good one.
This
Hot,
week.
let me tell
Feel free to jump in when you
Of
run.
course.
I understand it was a pitcher's duel to start off. Matt Atkinson striking out in the top of the first right there. Then UVA commit Zach Giloff getting a batter look, and Cape would actually pounce in the fourth. Mason Fluharty with the ground at the third. That gets bobbled. Zach Gale coming in to make it 2-0 Cape. Next batter getting one just deep enough to center field. Grant Evans going to score to make it 3-0 Cape. And to the sixth,
early.
the Vikings starting to pull away. Lucas Johnson, fielder's choice, that's going to score one more. That's 8-1 now, the score for all those scoring at home. But Cape, probably the hardest hitting team in the whole Henlopen, probably all of Delaware.
Bang.
Zach Dale here, 2-run home run.
Deep
That's
center.
deep and not playable. 4 home runs for Cape in this game.
Ooh.
The Vikings bounce back from a loss. They take it over CR by a final of 11-1.
We were hearing a lot of stuff all week about how they were the other best team in the state, record-wise and stuff, so we came out hard today, got the win. It means a lot, like coming off the loss we had the other day, to take back the conference, it means a lot to us.
4 home runs, sheesh. Well, we're going to stay in Delaware, Delmar, and Milford baseball. Wildcats kicking things off early as Jordan Hadaway smacks a liner. That scores Hunter Von Arks to put the Cats up 2-0. Now the Wildcats, they got themselves a gem from Nicholas Carey, the junior. He went to work on the mound, as you see the swing and miss on the breaking ball and then blowing past. Dominic Robles with the heater. He went the distance, throwing a complete game, allowing just 1 earned run on 3 hits. Now Delmar, they'd have some help from their defense. Look at this. Dylan Pasta in center with an absolute hose to third. Gets the runner trying to steal the extra bag. That ends the inning. Now the Bucks would finally get on the board as the throw from the catcher finds its way all the way into the outfield. Mason Haggerty comes in to score, so now the lead sits at 1. We have a ball game. But the bottom of the inning, Delmar makes up for that mistake. Christian Pearson takes it down the left field line. John Roberts scores, and Delmar, they would take it by that final right there, 3-1.
Hit my spots on my fastball, had my slider drop about 2 feet. Defensively sound, offensively we're just killing it, and good pitching. It's a big win. We just got to keep going. 10-3 now. Got to win the rest of our games.
Also on the diamond, Pocomoke and Cambridge in Maryland finishing a game that ended early due to darkness a few days ago. The Warriors 2 wins away from home field advantage in the playoffs. And they get some help from their left field. Look at Chris Sanders. Nice diving catch there early on, but the next batter he couldn't do anything about. Guy practically hit it to the same spot, Josh Townsend.
Later.
Only there's some fencing set up out there.
That's
I
gone.
want Chris to jump over that. That is a home run. The Vikings up 1, 14-13. Couple batters later, pass ball going to allow J.D. Smith to go for the steal, but there is ODU soon-to-be catcher Jared Hancock throwing him out to end the inning. Pocomoke, one last chance to get this thing right. 2 outs. And the pop-up goes right to Max Presley at first base, and he ends it. How about this? Cambridge South Dorchester getting a 14-13 win. This loss by Pocomoke automatically gave Snow Hill the South Championship.
That is correct. Now we're going to move up to softball. It's the 2A Powers in Parkside in North Carolina. But we'll get to that later because we heard Delmar and Milford were playing, and from the start, it was all Buccaneers. Kalasia Reynolds rips a shot down the third base line. She had 2 doubles and a home run in the game. And then Darby Brennan, she wants to get in on the hitting parade. She sends that one to right field. That's going to bring in some more runs. Now Milford 7-1 in the first inning. And a few innings later, Courtney Cole, she's going to add on what they like to call insurance. Look at that opposite field power.
Ooh,
that one is gone. 2-run shot for her. Now one final chance for Delmar, but the Bucks, their defense is there to answer the bell. Gets the force out at third. 5-3 double play, and Milford, they take down Delmar by a final of 9-4.
And here we are with senior day over at North Carolina as they were taking on Parkside. 2-2A powers in the house. Megan Robbins, a shot to right. The ball dropped. Allison Ward coming around to make it 1-0. Make sure you count this here, Jonah.
Yes.
Mackenzie Werner shot down the third baseline. That's going to play one more. How many is that?
That's 2.
All right, then a dribbler here from Emily Ward up next. It's going to bring in a base runner. That makes it
3.
All right, North Carolina to end the first inning, 3-0. Bottom of the fourth, Kendall Dixon. Check out this drive to center.
Yeah, I got scared here.
I don't know who was this filming, but
I got scared.
You looked like you were shaking a little bit. Were you
scared,
nervous, man?
I got a little scared.
A little shook up. I'm not mad at you, all right? And on the mound, Werner just doing her thing. 8 strikeouts on the night for the senior. The Bulldogs, they take down the Rams by a final of 5-2.
It's very exciting, especially because it's senior night. Big win for us. It's going to help a lot with playoffs and just our confidence going into playoffs. Everybody played great. As a pitcher, it's amazing to have the bats behind you, the defense behind you, and you don't have to worry about anything. All my spin pitches were working very well, and I'm able to trust my catcher. If I need something different, I can throw it, and I know that my defense is going to back me up.
Now, I don't want to sound too scared. That ball, you saw where that landed.
Hey, come on,
right
man.
where I was standing.
Come on,
right
man.
next to my bag.
Were you really that concerned?
A little bit. A little bit.
That's honest, but we got to give it up for North Carolina, defending champs, and they've taken their lumps this year. But for them to battle and fight with a team like Parkside, who is one of the best teams in the South, we'll have to see what happens later on and into the postseason.
Yeah, it's always going to be a battle between the Bayside North and the South. Yeah. But that's going to do it for now in our first block of the show. But coming up after the break, Sussex Academy girls soccer. They put their undefeated record on the line against Delmar. All those highlights and more when we return on DSI.
My name is David Erickson from Cape and Open High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.